Welcome to Your Money Guides, brought to you by Interface Financial Planning.
Hello. Today's piece is about post-pandemic stress. Alan is asking, has the pandemic affected your mental health? Even before COVID, mental health was regularly in the news, and without doubt there's previously been plenty of focus on talking, with adverts on TV to get Britain talking, but actually Alan feels it's been neglected somewhat of late. The pandemic has exacerbated feelings of loneliness. People feel there's no enjoyment in life, and not being able to socialise with friends has had tremendous impact, not to mention only being able to converse with family members over Zoom or the old-fashioned telephone. Alan has definitely noticed the COVID's mental effects on his clients, and he's been affected by it too. While Alan is always at the end of a Zoom call, lots of his clients don't realise that he can do much more than advise on financial products. Alan isn't only an IFA, he's also a life planner and member of the Kinder Institute. That means that Alan's job is very much people-focused. It's not just selling a financial plan or advising people on how to manage their finances better. Alan wants to help. He wants to make life good for you, not just give you options on how to improve your finances. So this week, he's making his blog all about you. Only last week, Alan had a very dear client of his in her late 60s on a Zoom call. She's been sorely affected by the pandemic and told Alan that as she's on her own, she can go for weeks without speaking to another person. Even though lockdown is lifting, she's scared to go out, and the past 12 months has resulted in insomnia, nightmares when she does sleep, and subsequent mood swings, probably due to lack of sleep and the constant worrying of catching COVID. Luckily, Alan was there at the end of Zoom for her. She'd booked a half-an-hour call which extended to 45 minutes, and at the end of the call, she'd said she felt so much lighter. She asked Alan if she could call him again, just to chat in a few months, and of course he agreed. He wants to extend that to you too. Another one of Alan's clients lost her husband from COVID. Alan spent quite a bit of time counselling her. While he's not professionally trained, sometimes hearing a friendly voice makes a world of difference. If you're feeling down, fed up, or miss having a chat, don't forget that Alan is available to put the world to rights. Just book a call with him on his website. He says that you don't even need to discuss finance. With mental health firmly in mind this week, Alan spent some time Googling stress and COVID and came across a new term. There is a name for it, post-pandemic stress disorder, and this will doubtless become more widespread as we exit lockdown, and we notice all the worry we bottled up for so long spilling out. While the pandemic has been scary enough, going out and returning to some semblance of normality is also quite a feat of strength. Alan was getting in the car a couple of days ago to drive to his second jab appointment. He was overwhelmed with nerves. He's a good driver, but he hasn't been in the car for months, and all the cars on the road panicked him. Then he arrived at the hospital and found himself in a room of 50 people. Now, we've all been told to avoid people for so long because of the dangers. It completely unnerved him. One good tip that Alan has discovered is taking real time out. About 3 weeks ago, the weather was really bad, so he found himself immersed in work because there wasn't much else to do. He was working 10 or 12-hour days, and one day he found himself quite literally shaking. He stopped work. He took himself into the garden and focused on doing something else. He started to potter around and sow seeds to grow vegetables. It was therapeutic, so now, if he feels it's just too much, he takes a proper break and tends to his now blooming garden. He'd like to end this piece by thanking you all. He's had incredibly positive feedback from his clients with so many compliments that Alan blushes when he reads them. You also all kindly voted for him as a top financial advisor, and he was yet again listed for the 4th year running in the Sunday Times as one of the top financial advisors in the UK. You can see that information on his website. It's amongst his downloadable guides, and they're useful too if you want to have a browse. Thanks for voting for Alan. He hugely appreciates it. Finally, if you hop onto the blog, you'll see that he's added useful links below it that might be worth looking at, especially if what he's talked about this week resonates with you. Don't ignore your mental health. Take action. Look at the links. Book a call with Alan and share your concerns. While Alan is an authority on finance, as a life planner, he regards all of his clients as friends, not business. Remember, a problem shared is a problem halved. Thank you for listening.
For more information, visit our website at interfacefinancialplanning.co.uk.